Hello everyone, and thank you so much for taking the time not to only read my trip report but also look at the images that I put out, as well as taking the time to watch this video. And yes, I've just recently got back from my Madikwe photo safari, and geez, what a week it was. There's never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that Madikwe would produce game the way it did this last week. And not only ticking off species in terms of, yes, we saw lion, we saw wild dog, we saw leopard, but just the quality of sighting that we had was just spectacular. And as it usually goes, there is sometimes a morning or an afternoon where it's a bit quieter, there's not much game around, but the great thing with Nkuru Lodge is that you have exclusive use of the lodge, and it is totally flexible in terms of safari times. There's no set time that you have to leave at a certain time or be back by a certain time. So on the quieter days, because we have exclusive use of the lodge, what we do is we get back for a breakfast, we jump back in the vehicles and make our way out into the field again. And we had to do this on 2 occasions because the morning was a fairly quiet one, we didn't see too much. And my word, did those extra hours out in the field really pay off. And a massive thanks for this has to go out to Grant, who manages this particular lodge with his wife Monique. So thanks to you guys, you always make it so special, and I know that you always put our guests, the wild guests first, ensuring that they have and see great game and have one spectacular time out on safari. A massive thanks must also go out to the staff at Nkuru. They are all so amazing. The food's always great, the main area, the rooms are always so neat, and incredible people. They always go out their way to make sure that the wild guests are happy. And in speaking about the main area and the lodge, the rooms itself, absolutely mind-blowing. A beautiful room. It's huge, it's a massive room, everything you really need and so much more within it. But even though we don't spend too much time in it, it's always good heading back there in the evenings to call it a day after a great day out on safari. The main area, great thing of taking exclusive use of this lodge is that we can leave all our camera gear, our laptops, chargers, whatever you don't really want to lug to the room and back every day, you can leave in the main area. Because we have exclusive use of this lodge, this means that it is only the wild guests in it. There are no other commercial guests in and out of the lodge, so our stuff is perfectly safe, situated in the main area of the lodge throughout the 6-night stay, which is incredible. And then for some reason there is the watering hole at Nkuru. You don't really want to be in the room because there's always game coming through. Elephants, massive herds of elephants. The one particular day we sat there and we had 7 different herds of elephants come into the watering hole. They disturbed our breakfast because obviously when there's elephants there, you don't want to eat breakfast anymore. You want to go photograph the ellies at the watering hole and obviously take it all in and enjoy that moment. Lots of elephants come in. Rhino, we had brown hyena come in. We had lions there the one morning that we only heard but did not see. They were roaring. It sounded like they were right in the room. It's a very, very special place, Nkuru Lodge. And what I've done for this particular video is I recorded a short segment of Grant Marcus, as I mentioned, who manages this lodge, and he tells us a little bit more about Nkuru Lodge as well as Madikwe and his journey, and it's led him to where he is today. And so over to Grant.
Hi everybody, my name is Grant and I'm co-hosting this wildlife photographic safari with Mike, and we're almost at the end of it. We've got one more day left, and then sadly they're all going back to Joburg. And yes, what a week we had. The sightings were just off the charts, unbelievable. So I've been working and guiding in Madikwe for about 11-12 years now, and I've been very fortunate enough and lucky enough to be able to share it with my lovely wife Monique. We've been going through this journey together for the last 16-17 years in the industry, and we've been at Nkuru for the last 6 years. It's a corporate lodge inside Madikwe, only sleeps 10 people, very small, intimate. It's a corporate lodge, so we have a few shareholders that owns the property, and we see them a few times a year. And one of my very good friends, Jerry van der Walt, he worked at Nkuru as well, before Wildeye was born. And in fact, Wildeye was actually born at Nkuru itself with Jerry, Jono, and Andrew Beck. So from there on in, when Jerry left, we came for the interview at Nkuru. We got lucky enough to get the position, and yeah, we're still here. And I kept in contact with Jerry and the team, and I've been fortunate enough to co-host some of the Wildeye photographic safaris in the migration, and also other destinations in South Africa like Kruger. So Jerry and the team, they decided quite a few years back to send guests to Nkuru. Because we're a private lodge, we only sleep 10, private vehicle, there's no other people around. So if you book a photographic safari at Nkuru, it's a group of 6 people, the vehicle is not overcrowded, the lodge is not overcrowded, and it's basically, it's like you're coming home. And it's very flexible as well, which makes a huge difference in your safari experience. So what I mean by that is you are not fixed to times. You have to be back at 9 o'clock for breakfast, we have to be back at 6:30 for dinner. No. If there's something happening out in the field, we spend the time necessary to make sure that the guests get the shot. And that's what's been happening the last week as well. The sightings have been completely off the charts. So the guests arrived on Friday. Most of them flew in from Johannesburg. I went to fetch one couple on the airstrip, and everybody had a lovely lunch, got back, went on safari at 3:30 in the afternoon, and the plans was to go and find the Northwestern Pride, and they've got 4 small, tiny little lion cubs. And we got lucky, we found them, spent some quality time with them, had a fantastic sighting. And then Mike arrived in the evening after dinner. He had a long haul from Timbavati, so Mike drove in safely, checked in, and next morning was a go-go. And the safari officially kicked off on Saturday morning with Mike on board as well. And the sightings have just been every day brilliant, and every day we think, okay, what's gonna beat this morning or this afternoon? And let me tell you, we've been very, very, very lucky. We drove to Cladam one morning after breakfast. We had a morning safari, got back at about 9:30, 10, and I told the guests, listen, it's this time of year, the dams are full, it's nice and warm in the day, let's go out and sit at one of the waterholes and see if we can get any elephant action. Oh my word, did we get elephant action. During that, I think we sat there for about 2 hours. We had just around 350 elephants coming and going, swimming, fighting, playing, just giving everybody the opportunity to get every single elephant shot that you can think of. Scenario, interaction, it was incredible. After the dam, we left, and we knew the cheetah were in the north, so we went to look for them, found them, got lucky, had an incredible cheetah sighting, cheetahs halfway up a tree, interacting, scent marking, and then we came back to the lodge, thinking that, okay, well, what's going to beat that? Went on afternoon safari, didn't see a hell of a lot, but had a fantastic sunset, almost said sunrise. So next morning went out again in the search of lion, and it was just every day. It's been so good. We did find the lions eventually in the morning, just before the light got too harsh. It was three lions, 2 males and a female. They were in tall grass, and we thought, oh well, not a lot of photographic opportunities there, but we're gonna set it out and see what happens. And they got up, they walked through the long grass, had mountains as a backdrop, and just the guests got incredible footage and images. And that's the thing with Madikwe. Everybody thought many years ago, when I first started in the park and photographic safaris started to become quite a big thing in the tourism sector and safari sector, everybody thought that Madikwe is not a great photographic destination. Why? Because of all the sickle bush. Yes, we've got a lot of sickle bush. We've got a lot of fallen over trees due to our elephant population. but it's a great destination for photography, and we've proven it over and over. And you can look at the images that our guests on this week got during the safari. We've seen 3 different leopard, cheetah, lion, amazing elephant interaction, general game every day, rhino, you name it, and also incredible sighting of a black rhino. Madikwe is one of the few places where you can actually have great black rhino sightings. So it was an incredible week, and you guys can really look at the Wildeye website and look at the itinerary for the Madikwe safari. You won't regret it. It is a great experience. And also, like 2 nights ago, sitting at Clow Dam for the sunset, photographed rhino with the sunset, elephants in the sunset, and also we had great laughs. You've got to come on safari and have fun. You've got to have fun on safari. So it was a fun week and great week, incredible. So I'm going to hand over to Mike now. Great chatting to you, and I hope to see you guys soon in Madikwe. Have a good one.
Thank you so much for that, Grant. Some very accurate information, and I can say with no doubt in my mind that I totally agree with you. And for all of you listening to this, the information that Grant just provided is probably some of the best you would hear about this particular reserve. Grant is extremely passionate about what he does, this reserve and this lodge, and I'm sure he is just as excited as I am to hosting you on a Madikwe safari someday soon. Have a lovely day further. Cheers for now.